Alright, welcome back. I hope you found my first video useful. By the way, forgot to mention I am on the Xbox, not the PlayStation, so not sure if it works on the PlayStation or not. But anyway, though, this time I will be showing you my take on Ronald McDonald. Yeah, one of the other, wonderful, popular characters, everybody knows and loves. And yes, I do know this is, not going to be exact. This is Soul Calibur. This isn't, I don't think Soul Calibur would, care to be like copyrighted or anything, or infringement crap just because somebody makes a Ronald McDonald, But anyway, though, let's see. First, got to find my Ronald. Oh, there he is. Yeah, found Ronald cheating a little bit, eating some chicken wings from KFC. Go figure. But anyway, though, alright. Here's my Ronald McDonald. I hope you can notice his afro there. Let's see, let me zoom in a little bit better. There we go. You got your wonderful glitchy ring around the horizontal and vertical. As well as you can select which way you want them to go, which I'll show you how to do. It's all difference in changing the variables. As well as there's actually 3 different options to that you can do with the spheres, which fortunately I'm not going to have enough time, or it'd take way too long to describe all of it in one video. So I don't really think YouTube would like me uploading movies in length. So anyway, just like before, we're going to start out. We're going to take off the balls. Yeah, change it. Alright, yeah, notice he's bald once they break. So, yeah, fun stuff. Alright, so first we start off with the spheres, or balls, whatever you want to call them. And once again, they start out on the head. But this time, since I'm using it as an afro, I'm going to leave it on the head. Let's see. And once again, I'm going to bump over here to the colors, change up the colors a bit. We'll do a black, a white. Yeah, let's do a green. Just doing this so you can see the difference. It goes in a little bit of stages. This one here is another fairly simple one, but if you notice, this takes 3 circles instead of only 2 items like the last one did to do fully. Alright, so we'll adjust this one. Alright, I already have my settings written down. This is just for doing the afro. If you want to do an afro too, go ahead. Anyway, let's see. So I'm going to start off -25, vertical, -15 back. I'm going to go max out the width real quick. And in here, you have 2 useful shapes and 1 dummy shape that, you're just going to leave there. And it's, just going to take up space more or less. That's all it's going to do. Going through, maxing out the values, because I want to have a big enough row that I can. 25. So back 25, or wait, no, back 15. Vertical -25. Alright. You can see it could just kind of swallow inside the other circles. It's pretty fun. Let's see. Back 15, down -25. I'm going to do a width, length, and depth. Alright, now time. So we're starting out with this here. Oh, wait. I'm going to go ahead and adjust it. There we go. Zoom in here so you can actually see it as I'm doing it. Alright. Okay, on my first one, I'm going to knock down the width 1, and as you see, the vertical line comes up. And also here's where you can vary it a little bit. If you drop down the length 1, you get the horizontal line. If you drop it down 1, you get the vertical line from ear to ear instead of nose to back of the head. Alright. But anyway, going back to the way I had it, you're going to have it going from front to back like that. Alright. And that's all you have to do on that one. Alright. And then on the second one, I will actually bump the length like I showed you earlier. You get that horizontal line going across with the glitch. And actually, so yeah, I hope you can see it alright. If nothing else, you can also recreate this yourself and see for yourself. Also notice if I knock down the depth, it just disappears. All you're going to have is this little tiny circle on the side. You can't really see very well. It's just the joy of messing it up. Alright. Now then, this here is the simplified version, and once again, also after you do these, you can go back and change your colors to the ones you prefer afterwards. But I'm going to keep that at 49. Right? And then I'm going to knock this down 5, go up the vertical. Alright, see, if you adjust it like that, you can actually get more or less a pool ball look with the circle itself. Let's see. Actually, I think I'm oh, oops, that's what happened. Okay. Okay, it bumps that back up. I think I messed up. I believe it's the dummy one you may need to adjust. Let's see. Alright, cool. Alright, notice I just adjusted the -1 to the depth, and you go from this all the way over to this. And if you notice, the edges are actually all shaky and glitchy and stuff. It just splits out real weird. And as I decrease the depth, everything else decreases, or the shapes actually change in size. It's kind of cool, you know. Reminds me of playing with a kaleidoscope. But anyway, then alright, now we're gonna, if I knock down the width. Alright, now you don't want to change the width. But yeah, if you notice right here, this is the dummy sphere that I'm playing with at the moment. It makes loads of difference on the whole thing as a whole. Because this is it without the dummy. And then with the dummy, and then without the dummy at all. You actually, you know, all you have would be 2 colors instead of 3, which is more important for this glitch than anything. But anyway, just to give you an idea of this without the dummy, just doing a 2-color, 2-tone here. Alright. Increase these values back up. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Gonna notice this is, as you see, that's the front to back line. It will actually more or less think of it like an eye opening up from the top. Okay. That's the, you know, as you decrease that, the eye is going to open wider and wider, but also at the same time, it's going to be like an eye on the other side too. Which just also makes pretty fun for like if you're going to do a Cyclops or something. And then also if you have the third circle, you can do the little glitch dot in the middle, so where it'd look like a pupil. put that back up. Now we're adjusting the liquids. Alright, okay, yeah, and then see, now this here is actually where it takes into effect, where you can, like I said earlier about having 5 points of play. I'm going to drop all these circles down to 45, which actually this one here will go 44 since I'm keeping the -1. Alright. But all the other values that were 50, I'm going to 45. So I can show you this other part. It's lots of fun. Alright. Going back to the second. Alright. What was the value? Okay, we're going to drop this down to 42. Go back to the first. No, I don't want that. And also, you notice this one here, you got the 4 sectors, but the lines are all jiggly and stuff. Alright. Now, as this effect, having the 2 balls, you actually start to get a pool ball effect, where I can generally make that into an 8 ball. All I'd have to do, make, it's like, hey, use your imagination, put an 8 there. But anyway, though. But once again, it goes for the effect of, making a Cyclops or whatever you want to. There's a lot of stuff you can do with this and play around with it as well as the glitch itself. And then if you, you see this is as it increases in value over the general neutral, which was, 45 for everything. It goes smaller on this side. But if you go negative, then the general neutral, it will go smaller on the opposite quadrant as well. But anyway, this is what I've found out so far through just, messing around with this stuff. So, yeah. But, yeah, actually, I just showed you 2 separate glitches. And this one, I'm about to return it to the way it was. That back. There we go. And just to return this to the way I had it. Oh, oops, go over here. And then notice, you can color code which ball is which. The white one, that was the red hair. Then I actually like the green, so I'm going to make this black one turn green. So, you can have multiple colors, multiple fun to this, Also, another thing, too, it also, you can use it as a great distraction to throw off your opponent while you're fighting them and such. But, anyway. Just give you a little bit further idea what this looks like when you're actually, playing, moving around. You just move here, move there. He's going to, not really going to see, the front until the actual, turns and everything. But, like I said, Ronald McDonald, he stole, he's cheating by using some, chicken wings from KFC. And hey, who ever knew that Ronald McDonald could breathe fire? Yeah, it's just the joy of this game. All kinds of shit could happen. You can make Teletubbies killer, and even make Ronald McDonald breathe fire. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. Have some fun and all that good shit. And have a nice day.